Morning everybody. Not sure why Facebook isn't allowing me to go live, but I just wanted to give people a bit of feedback. I've been so impressed with all the work that's been sent over. Those of you that are doing project one, and obviously I know some of you are doing both, which is outstanding because you're obviously more than welcome to do both. But yeah, so those of you for project one that have been submitting your photographs and your video footage, it's absolutely outstanding. Some of the places that you've been getting out to, it's brilliant. I really like the fact that some people have obviously shown me that they can use some editing software as well. But what I do like is when you've got some of the photographs, some of the composition has been really, really good. And what I mean by that is you've creatively used the rule of thirds, where your photograph is balanced, and also you've got some really nice angles of photography as well, lots of low angles in there, so that's brilliant. For those doing project two, some of the apps that you've chosen to analyse for me are outstanding. What we have got is some really good hobby apps, like loads of music apps. We've got language ones like Duolingo, and you've really got to grips with obviously looking at the multimedia aspects of that, so you can see how sound's being used. And I've been really impressed with some of you picking up on the navigation and how obviously different buttons go to different sections of the app and you have to go back to home and that. So it's been really, really good to see that you've been analysing those. If anybody wants to give any feedback on the project as well, that'd be really good. I know that you've some of you have given some, given me some emails and some email comments, and that's been really, really positive. Got some really nice engagement on the actual Facebook page itself. So but yeah, just keep everything coming. And I know that what we have seen is some examples that we've got some really creative and and kids that really, really want to do tech work. So it's been brilliant over the last week. So for next week then, the two projects, project one, which is a tourism marketing project, your task is to use the content analysis sheet to analyze two tourism videos that I've put up on the PowerPoint, and that will be available in the resources on Monday. Now, what you have to do is have a look at two of them, the two videos. One's for London and one's a generic one for the tourist board for the UK. And I want you to analyse what's in those videos and how sound is being used and how imagery is being used, and any narration and any text on there, and how that's being used to create a brand identity. The second thing I need you to do is that after you analyse those videos, I want you to then start thinking about what else you would need to put in your videos other than just the imagery and some of the footage that you've got. So obviously some of you have used music, which is excellent to obviously support that, but what I was thinking about, what else might you need in there in terms of, is there any maps, or is there any explanation, is there any narration? How could you use titles as well, for those of you that have not looked at that yet? And where is music used as well, and how is it used, and what type of songs are used in those videos and those types of videos. So what you'll be doing is analysing the two that I've put up for you. Then you'll be mind mapping, and I've given you some resources for that as well. What else you would need to go into your tourism marketing video. For those doing the app project, and like I say, I know some of you are doing both of those projects, which is excellent. What I'd like you to do is, now you've done some quite in-depth analysis already, so I would now like you to come up with an idea for your own hobby app. Now, I know absolutely definitely that some people have already sent me those ideas. The swimming one was outstanding. I really enjoyed reading about that app, because that would be an excellent way to sort of show somebody about your hobbies and teach them swimming, etc., and what you enjoy about it. So what I'd like you to do, those doing the app project, is now again start mind mapping what you would need in your app. So come up with an idea if you've not already done so, then think about what you would need in your app. So sort of I've given you some resources on how to mind map it, but the types of sounds that would be in the app, the navigation, you can start thinking about that. You could also start thinking about the images and any sort of animation content and multimedia content. And so your second task after the mind mapping is to actually go and take some short video footage and some images of that relate to your app. Now it could be that, you know, if it's an app that teaches you, for example, you know, game playing techniques, you could do some sort of little sort of screen video captures to do some gameplay. Or you, if it's something like, I don't know, a chess app, you could sort of have images of yourself, or you could take pictures of the chess piece, things like that. So there's all sorts of things that you can do. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, so I want to see some of your ideas. So for next week then, those of you doing project 1, you are analysing the tourism videos and then mind mapping what else you would need to put in yours to make them look professional. And obviously that we could go live on a website, for example. And those of you doing the app project, you are basically coming up with an idea for your own app. If you've not already done so, you are thinking about what you would need to put in there, and you're also creating me some content, little short videos or imagery that relates to your app idea. So I say apologies for not being able to go live this morning, because it would have been nice just to sort of say hello that way, but I've done this short video, so I will upload that now to the Facebook page. Any questions or comments, just ask, and I'll speak to you next week. Okay, bye.